What up, homeboys? The numbers are finally in, and we got pretty interesting news. I mean, this is not gonna come as a surprise for the people that have been following this entire saga for a while, but there was two important things happening with Seasonal Discovery. It was ending, and they put the boost in it. So what is the boost? In May 28, 2025, they announced, with the announcement of the end of SoD, that they were gonna put a free boost to Mr. Pandaria if you did Balnazar, the first boss of the last raid of SoDs, Scarlet Enclave, right? Now, I tried to get this boost, fun story, I tried to get this boost done. We couldn't fill a group. We got on stream with Jerome to fill a group to boost a couple people to it, to carry them. We could not find a tank. We were offering to pay 2,000 gold for somebody to tank. We had literally no takers, and that was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Luckily, shout out to Kagho Gaming. You guys know Kagho. We love that man. He carried me through a raid. He just picked me up to Balnazar and he carried me. So I got a Balnazar kill and then I left and it was all fine. I'm gonna make a hunter in Pandaria. That's where my boost is gonna go. But anyway, a free level 85 boost, which is like, what is it? $60? Okay, yeah, they were giving $60 of a boost for free. As you can imagine, that's a gigantic freaking incentive for everybody to try out Balnazar, the easiest boss at the start of the raid. Well, the numbers are in, so it is time to take a look, probably for the last time, into the infamous Seasonal Discovery population chart. As you guys know, this is phase 1, this is phase 2, this is phase 3, where the game really freaking died because they abandoned the game for like 3 months. Then we got phase 4, phase 5, apparently the most successful phase in level 60. I love phase 5, in my opinion, SoD peaked at phase 5. AQ40 obliterated population, that's a bit of foreshadowing if you are in anniversary right now. AQ40 is coming back again. And of course, Nax Ramas and Scarlet Enclave. Oh, I see, my screen is cut off, okay? No more suspense. This is the population. So as you guys know, they announced the boost in May 28. And I suspected, I'm pretty sure I said this in my video, that if they are gonna give a free boost, the drop-off of population from one week to the other must have been drastic, catastrophic even. And I was, I believe, proven right, because we go from this week, where they had 75k, to this week, the week they announced the boost. And as you can see, it dropped 10,000 people almost, 67k. That was with telling people to go clear Scarlet Enclave to get a free boost. They dropped 10,000 people after they announced the boost. And if you look a little forward, now the latest lockout, we are at 53,000. And you can see this line right here. It is plummeting down faster and faster every week. And I am not surprised, okay? There is this thing, you can call it the self-fulfilling prophecy, you can call it the death spiral. There was a significant amount of people that wanted to play SoD and continue playing SoD. That's not to say that nobody wants to play SoD, that's not true. What is true is that it became really hard to get a raid done. I could not get 40 people together to do a quick Scarlet Enclave raid to kill Balnazar. That just couldn't happen. If it wasn't for Kagho, I would have probably had to level my character myself. And even if you are a player that likes the new raid and wants to raid, if it is really hard to get a group going, that is a problem, because are you gonna get to see the raid if you cannot find a group? And you gotta understand, okay, out of these 53,000 people, I would say a lot of those people were there just to get the boost, and they just killed one boss and they left, just like me. We see a 15,000 player drop-off from the previous week to this week, and yes, there is obviously a lot of people that are quitting the game, obviously, but you can imagine that that week it was just a lot of people that wanted the free boost, and they only raided for that intention. Now, the question that inevitably people are gonna make, or people are gonna say in the comments, no, Medina, SoD is not dead, we raiding SoD. I know. SoD is not gonna truly, completely die. There is gonna be some community out there that is gonna keep playing. I don't know for how long they are gonna keep going. There is 2 things we gotta keep in mind. Will Seasonal Discovery have the same staying power as Era? Now, on that, I think they won't. Era has PvP. Pretty fun PvP for all the people that grinded their Nax Ramas gear and they wanna go to Wars on Golds or whatever. There is a huge community of people that like doing that. Era has GDKPs. And no, I do not like GDKPs, but if if people like GDKPs, that's the place to go. There is a lot of people that do not play Anniversary because they would rather play in Era. I actually saw Greek Warrior, he's back in Era right now. He's just farming GDKPs again, that's what he likes to do. He made like 3 new characters or something. He plays like 5 accounts in the same stream. It's crazy, I cannot keep track of what he's doing anymore. There is also the people that see SoD as a in-between between retail and classic, and maybe a lot of those people, like we saw right there. There's gotta be at least 15,000 people that went there just for the boost. Like, those people are not coming back. Mob is gonna replace that each for them, and that's probably what Blizzard intends you to do. Otherwise, they would not give you a free boost into Mob. That's a sacrifice of $60 in potential earnings, cost of opportunity, whatever, that they do not want to make. If they made it, it's because they feel they have no choice. So that is going to say, my prediction, Seasonal Discovery is going to consolidate into a single server. Not that Blizzard is going to consolidate, mind you, but the players will flock a single server, just like it happened in Era, where there is like pretty much the big cool kids server, and yeah, there are some people on what's the PvE one Benediction. Yeah, there's some people in there too, I guess. So this is gonna be smaller than Era in less than 2 weeks. Even though I think there will be some community, I just do not think there is gonna be a significant community of people that are gonna stay on SoD for the long term. It's a seasonal server, and we know Classic Plus is eventually coming, and that will get a lot of people to just wait for the next thing. Love it or hate it, Era is Era, and Era is just the original version of the game, and that's what people in Era wanna play. I do not feel people with the same feelings of preservation for Seasonal Discovery in the future. Now, honestly, I think if they wanna open GDKPs in SoD, they might as well. Why not? It's over. You know, you might as well roll the entire thing into Anarchy and call it goodbye. That would probably save a little bit of SoD, maybe. But just knowing that SoD is over and Scarlet Enclave will be progressively unnerved and nerfed and nerfed. Eventually people are gonna get the Ashbringer. That's the Ashbringer factor, right? A lot of people just wanna do SoD until they get the Ashbringer just to have it, because, yeah, I don't know, like, Dwarf Lord made this term Mickey Mouse PvP. He was talking about the rank 14 in Anniversary. I think a lot of people want the Mickey Mouse Ashbringer, you know, like some sort of chip on their shoulder. They want to get the item that they couldn't get before, kind of deal. I think that's a significant amount of people, and if you go to SoD right now, this is the main problem, right? Like in the Alliance at least, and you can see there is already a big imbalance in the factions because the Horde people went to the Alliance, 20k to 33k. Half the people in the freaking Alliance are Red Paladins, I swear to God. So the second they get the Ashbringers, they play with it for a little bit and then they wanna quit. That's what's gonna happen. I'm sorry guys, that's literally what's gonna happen, and you know it. But otherwise, I guess it was fitting to end SoD the way I started SoD, talking on top of a population graph, the greatest population graph ever made. By the way, on the launch of Mob, we are going to be streaming on Twitch a lot of the stuff. I traditionally stream my gameplay on Twitch because YouTube doesn't really like the long streams. That's more of a Twitch thing, so we're going to be hanging out there. I am probably going to make a Kick profile in a bit, and we're also going to be there. Cannot promise it's going to be soon. I want to put it everywhere you prefer to watch me. I'm going to be there. Sadly, the algorithm hates it when I just stream a raid and I'm like for a bunch of hours. I'm still gonna be streaming my shows, I'm still gonna be streaming the news, my podcast, if I do one, all that stuff, that's gonna still be here. But for all the extended Medina universe, that's gonna be on Twitch. So follow my damn Twitch or the fish is gonna get it. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.